Welcome back, everyone, for a mini-sode of the Anime Cousins
Yay.
podcast. Woo woo! With me, as always, is my co-host and cousin Jason,
Hey.
and it's me, your boy. I don't feel like I say my name on here enough, but yes, it's me, your boy. That is what my name is.
Okay.
Anyway, no.
Didn't know you went
Yes,
and legally changed that.
I'm
All right.
screaming. No. So it's me, Courtney, and Jason here. You know, your favorite hosts, your favorite anime cousins. So we have just a little mini-sode for you. So our last mini-sode, we talked about Demon Slayer up until episode, was it 5 or 6?
There was 6. Yeah.
And so we just wanted to continue that conversation now that the finale has been out. So, because I know everyone. Okay, well, first off, obviously, spoilers for anyone who is not caught up on Demon Slayer. We're going to be talking about what happened at the end of the Swordsmith Village arc, which is season 3. So if you're not caught up, skip ahead to Courtney's corner.
Yeah.
Or Jason's Jules.
Either one.
But yeah, so I know all of us kind of want to talk about literally what happened at the end of the last episode and everything. Before we get to Nezuko.
That's a whole thing right there. Yeah.
Before we
put
get
that on
there.
the back burners. Jesus Christ.
I feel like where we left off, what's his name?
Genya.
Don't tell me. No, not Genya.
Tokito.
Yeah, he was trapped in the water prison, the base. So he was able to escape that, which is great, with the help of that little kid that like put some air in there so he could get one last breath and do one more breathing technique.
Yeah, that kid was kind of a G. He was getting stabbed.
Literally, no. Shout out to that kid for real. But yeah, no. I feel like Tokito was struggling with even after, like, obviously he had all of those needles in him that had like poison and whatnot, but he was struggling afterwards. I mean, not really, but like
he was struggling a lot.
He used the last. I mean, he collapsed after he beat
literally beat him and collapsed. Yeah.
But shout out to him. I actually really 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 like that character a lot. He is a super moody character. I know you talked about last time that you kind of
dig. Love me that moody character.
Yeah, I was gonna say kind of dig those characters. Which is cool, but yeah, he definitely grew on me. Like I never had an issue with him or anything, but I like Tokito a lot, and I enjoyed like watching that fight, like especially after that demon, because it did.
Right, running back.
I'm having a seizure because eventually the demon came out of the vase, right?
Right, yeah, and that weird like snake like but tail? Water thing, kind of. I don't know what was going on there. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm glad he's dead. Like it was a very annoying demon. Like I just,
he had a lot of like just weird AOE explosion, like do a lot of damage in a broad spectrum, like a broad area kind of stuff, and he was annoying.
Yeah. But anyway, what are your thoughts on?
I feel like I'm starting to feel like every Hashira has the ability to do what Tanjiro does. You know how like when he gets like to that point where that mark actually like fully develops on his face, like Tokito had a mark on his cheeks. So I feel like all of them can do that because it's all like part of fire breathing or whatever. I don't remember exactly how it is, but fire or sun breathing. Sorry. So like I guess that's like getting like tapping into like your truest nature or something. So it was good to see like what he's truly capable of. However, I would like to see him against an opponent that probably couldn't poison him or weaken him or like keep him like trapped like in a one-on-one scrap. I feel like he could show more of his skills.
Oh, for sure. No, I would definitely like to see more of Tokito for sure. But I know that like, I mean, obviously I don't read the manga, but I know that like so far it's been like a different Hashira every season or a different set of Hashira every season.
Right.
But I definitely would love to see more of him.
Right. Plus his backstory was sad.
Yeah, it was.
That
Was
boy's
sad.
backstory was sad.
He went so batshit crazy. He didn't even remember.
Right, he had to block out his memories. That is wild just to
Yeah,
survive. That's crazy. Yeah.
that is crazy. But what was I gonna say? What do you think of Mitsuri?
I think she's broken. Like when she came through on episode like it was either 9 or 10, she
Mhm.
basically just was like cutting Hydra's heads off as she was running past. Like that's
Mhm.
too powerful in my personal opinion. Like
Yeah.
she's busted.
No, I was very excited because like I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't have the best first impression of her. I thought she was gonna be like super ditzy. Not that she wasn't gonna be powerful. Obviously, she's a Hashira, but like I don't know. I had my expectations were lower for her. I'm not gonna lie. She's a fucking badass.
She's a badass. Yeah, she is.
And I love her. Her sword is so cool. Like I can't even imagine how it works.
It doesn't make sense how it works.
But I fucks with it. Like it's
literally makes no sense.
Yeah.
I feel
but
like
no-
they kind of focused too much on her fan service though. A little
You
bit.
think so?
Yeah, the fan service was heavy. Like even when she was fighting, like we don't need this much fan service.
That's fair. I mean, it's not something that I think I pay attention to as much because I don't care like about it.
I do because I like people to like showcase who they are and not like showcase. Oh yeah, she's got some thick thighs or her chest
Yeah.
is out. Like that feels like it just diminishes the character's possibilities. Like now
Well-
you're just making her an object.
Sorry. So not that I don't care whether or not there's fan service. Like it doesn't appeal to me is what I meant. Like it's not like
Oh, it's
I
not
don't
something that's
care
like
about
fan service. Yeah,
Right, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm sure some guy out there is really, whatever, but you know what I mean, like, so,
yeah.
I mean, it is kind of frustrating that, like, a lot of these female characters are sexualized so quickly, so fast, like, when she really is a badass, like,
No,
let her just be a badass, you
Just
know?
let her cook. You don't have to do that. She's
Let
good
her
on her own.
cook!
Yeah, no, she really is. Because her backstory was crazy. Like
Mhm.
just the fact that she like felt like she had to change herself to find somebody, and it was
Yeah.
just sad. Both of their stories were sad. Both of the
Yes.
Hashiras this time were their stories were sad.
Yeah, they were, yeah, no, that, but anyway, when Mitsuri ended up like working, because it's just like she kind of worked together with Tanjiro for like a second, but then they broke off, right? Like
Literally a split second. She came in, was bodying, and then Tanjiro was trying to tell her something, but she was too busy bodying, and she got hit. And then they had that like teamwork thing where now she feels loved by her squad, so she doesn't want them to die.
Right.
Yeah.
The power of friendship.
Yeah, the power of friendship. Yeah, heavy.
Yeah, and then so because now this is the upper 4 demon, and it absorbed the other
Did you see that scene?
Emotions.
Yeah, did you see that scene where it ate them? Like it physically had to eat the other ones, and they looked terrified.
Yeah, no, that was a lot, and I just don't really understand like why.
Couldn't they just fuse like most things do? Like no, it had to consume it, like physically consume the weaker ones to be the strongest.
Yeah, no, that is wild. That demon, like that, all of that was so much. Even when they like felt so confident about taking, because it got their head cut off, right? And they were like,
all
of
their heads were cut off except for the little one, the one
like,
that's like fear.
No, the main body is still out there, and it's like this fight will never end.
Yeah,
because they found the main body.
They did,
and they tried to cut his head off, and then he got to full size.
Yeah.
And then he started chasing humans. Like, oh my god, like this is just so many things happening.
Oh, and when he like put himself inside the heart of the giant body, that was like it felt like a stretch to me. Like
I
How
was like,
many levels can you go? Like, is there something inside of the heart of the little one now? Like, how deep we
like,
going? The inception of this demon is
right.
ridiculous.
Honestly,
Russian
honestly though,
nesting
I forgot
demon,
about
like.
that. Not the nesting doll is funny, but it's accurate. Like, anyway, so now we're at the point where they're trying to figure out how to beat this demon, and the sun is about to come up, right?
Yeah.
Um, so the first thing I want to say before we hop into Nezuko, so Genya, I I don't know exactly what's going on with him at this point. Like, obviously he was turning into a demon. I he was in the sun,
He was
and
in the
he's
sun.
okay right now.
Right.
So like I'm not really sure what's going on with him right now. Like I don't know what state is he still transforming? Is he not transforming anymore? Like I don't know if we're even gonna see him again. Like this might just be the last time we see him. Like I
Nah,
don't
we gotta see him again. There's so many unanswered questions about him. They they gotta cover some stuff.
I I don't know. Like I'm just confused. But
Yeah.
honestly, like I mean I hope that he doesn't turn into a demon, like for his brother's sake, or
I mean, his
if he,
brother hates him. Well, doesn't hate him. He loves him because he basically had to kill his own mother to protect him. So
yeah.
he loves him, but at the same time, he keeps him at a distance.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
I mean, I get to an extent, but still that's your
Yeah.
bro at the end of the day, right?
At the end of the day, that's your brother, and you care for him. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I do feel like there was a lot of unanswered questions with this season. Like,
Yeah.
but my biggest thing, again, sorry, before we get to Nezuko, I want to know what's going on with Zenitsu and Inosuke.
That's not gonna come up till next season.
I know, but
And
I'm saying like
speaking
I
of
missed them.
Zenitsu, I do miss them. But speaking of Zenitsu, the fact that he learned how to do his technique by remembering what he said on a broken leg, nonetheless, and he still got it to work is disgusting. That bothered me so much. Tanjiro is officially broken. He has too much plot armor. Way too much.
I forgot about that. So
Oh, I was livid.
Tanjiro learning the whole thunder breathing technique and using that in that moment, like you said, on his broken leg and everything. I'm just like, is he about to learn the beast breathing and everything too? Like, shit, is
Apparently,
he
he
the
can do
avatar
everything.
of?
Yes,
He's gonna be the avatar of
Avatar.
breathing techniques.
I'm dead.
Because it's fire and water, and he learned a little bit of thunder there. So I'm telling you, he's just gonna
Yeah, he's gonna pick up everybody's. Yeah.
I forgot.
I was so
about
mad.
That. Yeah,
I was so mad. I was like, well, you just made him useless now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Tanjiro, like, it's insane the transformation that he's made in this series, because like starting out season 1, him in the forest trying to or working with, what was that guy's, I'm not gonna remember that guy's name,
The dude with the Tengu mask, yeah. And him trying to cut the rock. Yeah.
From that point to him, like,
now is
crazy. But
I feel like it's gotta have been years, like years, because I feel like
because Nezuko was asleep for 2 years.
Yeah, okay. All right. That math is math incorrectly.
So then it's probably been this journey we've probably watched
like
has at least been 3 or 4 years, is my thought.
Okay. All right, I can give you. All right, that's fine.
Because I don't feel like we've seen too many seasons, like actual weather. Like, I don't think
but he's been hurt so many times, and recuperation takes forever when you're that damaged. So I feel like
they haven't really explained. But anyway,
be at least 4.
I would have to look up his age, like when he started to what his age is now, just out of curiosity. But I'm afraid that it's gonna spoil something.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tanjiro, I forgot about that shit.
And when I just remembered that he like evolved it at the end when he actually sliced that dude in half to get to the heart. Remember, like it turned into like that jet instead of lightning.
Yeah, Tanjiro's really him for real. Like,
he's just broken. No one should be this broken. He literally has plot armor because he'll be getting his ass whooped, and then all of a sudden he'll just go up a level. Like, not even earning the level, just go up.
Just like, you know what? Let me
Right.
just
Let me just
stretch
pass
a
my
little bit.
limits. Yeah.
All right, let's just go. Like, it's just no. He
Doesn't
literally
make sense.
he pulls it out of his ass for sure. But hey, you know, I'm gonna stick beside him.
I'm gonna watch it either way.
I'm
It's still
gonna watch
it's
it.
still good. It's still good. It's just,
Yeah,
there's a lot of bias for the main character. That is all I'm
absolutely,
saying.
absolutely. Now, one thing I did appreciate about this, which was refreshing, nobody died.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. I was confused. I was like, somebody's gonna die, right? I
Yeah,
thought it was gonna be Genya for a little bit.
I thought it was gonna be Genya, and I also thought it was
Thought
gonna
it was
be
gonna be
Tokito.
Tokito. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Tokito too.
And neither of them died, and I was like, oh, this
All
is
right.
actually kind of refreshing. I want us to be like this all the time. However, I'm gonna get into it now. I feel like Nezuko should have died.
The fact that she had to choose for him to actually chase after the demon and then didn't die disgusted me. I was like, that was a huge sacrifice.
Yeah.
That was a huge sacrifice for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just comes through and walks perfectly fine in the middle of the daylight up to him. Like, okay. And
Like,
can talk.
She's like, hey, how's it going?
And the explanation was stupid. I'm sorry. The explanation for her, like, oh, she just evolves. Like, come on now. You couldn't have come up with something better. Like, she just adapts to stuff. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's just a daywalker now. Period.
Right. Like,
That's
at
it.
least
That's
come up
literally
with something good. Like, oh, she never tasted blood or killed a human, so she has no need. Like, she's not cursed like them or something. Like,
Now
but
that
you
is a
just said she's
valid.
evolving.
Yeah. Now I could go with that because that's at least something that is different.
Yes. Because she's not like the rest of them. She has never killed anyone.
But yeah, still like now
That
that
bothered me.
like yeah, I because I talked to some of my friends about this. Like it's cool that like she didn't die. Obviously, none of us
Right.
wanted Nezuko to
No,
die.
of
But
course,
it's
she
just
would
like,
have no goals.
right. I mean, but still, like you become a different character when you have that kind of loss, right? And obviously, he's already had plenty of loss, losing literally his whole family. But
Right.
I feel like that happening was just kind of like, oh my god, losing Nezuko. It's like, oh, she's alright.
Yeah, it kind of just cut the tension and the heartbreak and all that. Like, he could have just become a demon after this. You could have had an amazing character after this. Just
he would have
broken.
went crazy.
Yeah, but no,
and
you
now
decided.
He's just gonna keep
he's just
doing
gonna be him, happy, go lucky, friendly to everybody. Still got his sister. Why did she get back in the box in the end?
She did.
Yeah, she got back in the box, and I was like, you can live in the sunlight. Why are you in the box?
Maybe they don't want to keep testing that. I don't know.
I guess it could have like a cooldown period or something, or it only lasts for a little bit, or I don't know. Either way.
I guess we'll find out in the next season,
We'll have to find out, yeah, because it can't be always. It cannot be always. There has to be, she has only one weakness now, and that's losing her head. And
that's literally it. Yeah. I'm just kind of curious. Damn.
If I was the rest of them, I would kill her. She is a threat.
I mean, but yeah, literally now that we know Michael Jackson is like literally after her, like that's what he's been chasing this whole time is the ability to walk in the sun, and now that he's found it, he's gonna eat her.
Yeah, he's gonna come for her. And then gain that ability to just kill anybody he wants whenever he wants. Yeah.
Whenever he wants.
Yeah, no, you gotta kill her now. I would kill her on site the second she got back to see the hot rod. I imagine they're gonna jump her. I imagine they will.
Something I don't know, but yeah, it was kind of interesting seeing Michael Jackson's backstory a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But
he's always been an asshole. That's good to know.
Always.
Yeah. There's no good side to him. He's just always been shit.
He's always been a dick. And finding out that he killed like the one person that knew where that flower was, I thought it was kind of funny.
That's justice. Yeah, that's justice right there.
I thought that was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, no, I would say though, like all in all, like this season was like very entertaining, and it was only 11 episodes. Like they packed a lot in these 11 episodes.
They did, yeah.
And the I didn't even I probably should have looked this up before. Do you know when the next season is gonna come out? Is it gonna be like
I don't even think they announced the next season. I know it
it's
is, but it's probably next year.
I was gonna
I want to
say
say
is it
24
I was
because I
gonna
don't think
guess
it
like
starts.
fall or winter
I
of
don't think it's
24.
I don't think it's fall. Maybe it is. Maybe it's fall. That makes sense because they're
Because
probably
they
gonna release a movie because they've been doing that, and then
I
they're
was
gonna
gonna
come out
say,
with
do they
another
need like
season.
a
Yeah,
year?
they
Or
do
I
need
don't know
like a
how
year
much.
to do production. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, um, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the next season. Obviously, Jason and I don't read the manga, so we don't.
No.
I'm just excited to see what's gonna happen. Because it's
Anybody
gonna.
you want to see? Or any predictions you have that like who might be up next? Because we know there's gonna be a new Hashira because there's always a new Hashira, and who's gonna be the person they're fighting?
Um, I actually want them to circle back to what's his name, Akaza, that upper three demon,
Akaza. Oh,
the one with
yeah,
the.
the dude who's got anger issues. Yeah.
Yes. I kind of want to circle back to him. I
Really?
like I don't know why, but like I kind of I kind of want to see more of him. But
Okay. I want to see Doma. To be honest with you, I want to see the blonde dude. I want to see what he can do.
who's that?
The second in command, blonde hair. It's got like crazy eyes. Like when he asked the lady to send him with the other two so he could help them with the Sword Village.
I'd have to look it up.
No.
The face isn't sticking out in my mind. But
Got rainbow colored eyes. Like it goes like gradient rainbow kind of thing. No.
yeah, it's not sticking out in my mind at all.
Right.
But what I do want to know is what this connection is between Tanjiro and whoever that upper one is. That the one demon that looks like it's one of Tanjiro's ancestors. I want
I'm
to
not sure
know
if it's his ancestor or just somebody he's been around. Because remember the flashbacks? Like it looked like his family knew him, but
so it
wasn't
wasn't
related to
actually
him. Right? Yeah. Like he stopped and saved Tanjiro's mom and dad and him, but I don't think he's family.
okay. Either way, I want to know like more about that because obviously like I don't know they're gonna be connected in some way and I just
Almost
kind of
definitely.
want to
They look exactly alike. Yeah.
right. So I want to see kind of what that's. I don't think we're gonna probably find that out in the next
It's
season.
probably gonna be a while for that. Yeah.
That is something I'd like to see. I want to go back to Inosuke and Zenitsu.
If they're not in the next season, I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm gonna be very sad. But I do want to see the Hashira with the snake.
Oh, dang it, I can't remember his name, but
It
yes,
starts with
I
an
know who you're
O,
talking about.
right?
Yeah.
O something.
I want to say Obito, but that's Naruto.
That kind of sounded like it was supposed to be right though.
Anyway,
I want to see him because I had someone tell me that that was their favorite like Demon Slayer character, so I'm actually
really
because they read the manga and
right.
I was kind of curious. I'm like, I kind of want to see what's going on with him because like we don't really know anything about that character at all, but they look cool.
Yeah, that's true.
They look cool.
Honestly, I want to see Genya's brother. I want to see what he's talking about.
I want to see that was the other character. That was the other Hashira.
Yeah.
So like if there were two, I would want it to be those two. I would want to kind of get to know those characters this upcoming season, but I guess we'll see.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think there was anything else I wanted to talk about. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Nah, I think we covered all my gripes and all the things that I loved about it. I mean, the Nezuko thing still irks my soul, and it probably will always irk my soul until either, Muzan wins or they win, one or the other. It's just gonna always bother me.
Yeah, and that's totally valid. But no, I definitely enjoyed that season for sure. Shout out to the animation. I mean, we all know the animation
was clean.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
But anyway, so before we move on to the next segment, I did want to say, like, if there's any shows that you guys want us to, like, do these quick little mini-sodes about, please let us know. I think Jason and I were talking about doing this for Jujutsu Kaisen this season. But if there's anything else, like, these are, like, super quick episodes for us to put together. So, like, you know, it's we enjoy doing these little minisodes.
We do. They're nice.
But anyway, so let's move on to Jason's jewels.
All right then.
Jason's jewels.
We need to make an audio thing for that. The first thing on my jewels is gonna be an anime that just like was in last season, the spring lineup. It was called Death Mount Death Play, and it was about this. And at the beginning, it looks like this evil demon corpse god is like a giant skeleton who raises. It's basically like a necromancer.
Oh.
But it's like the physical of it looks like a giant skeleton, like a giant skeleton. Like think Aaron Yeager right now, kind of like that.
Mhm.
So
Interesting. Okay.
this guy and it are in like locked in Mortal Kombat, and it looks like the hero kills the corpse god is what it's called, and it's gone. Like they save the day, everyone's cheering, blah 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 blah. But in reality, this corpse god basically goes into our world and takes over the body of a recently killed boy. And it's about him adjusting to the world that he's in and looking for a way that he can like have a peaceful life because his previous one wasn't peaceful. And it's about like him adjusting to like how this world works, how like his powers work in this world, and also like it has like small amounts of, it seems like they're like something from his world has also bled into this reality as well, so it's not just him there, so he's also looking to see what the heck follows or what the hell is already here that came from his world.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Sounds so interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I would recommend it. Like, it was probably one of my favorite ones from last season. It really was. It was amazing.
Okay, no, is this something you would want to put on the wheel?
Yeah, actually, no, because I want you to watch it now. No, I'll put it on the wheel. On the wheel. There's stuff that you should have been watched that's on the wheel. Yeah, I'll put it on the wheel.
I'll watch it. Because I need to watch that and Hell's Paradise, honestly.
So the other one is called Goodbye Eerie or Airy. I think it's Airy. I'm not sure. But it's made by the same guy who makes Chainsaw Man.
Ooh.
So of course, you know, it's gonna be his art style. But it's about this kid whose mom asks him to film her because she's dying, and he's unable to do it at the end, like at the very end when she's dying, he like runs. And he makes a video when like shows it to his school, but at the end, instead of showing her die, he shows an explosion of a building, right? So people are like laughing, like, what the fuck was that? That's trash. Like, come on now. So he's like, okay, I guess my film career is ass. I'm just gonna kill myself. But before he jumps off this building, this girl pulls up to him and is like, hey, saw your movie. I thought it was good. It needs some work though. So she basically like teaches him how to do film and all this stuff. And it turns out she's also dying. And so he has the redemption arc where like he gets to reshoot it. And it also has like little like fantasy shit, but I don't want to ruin too much. So yeah.
That sounds crazy. Like that's got to be one of the most interesting plots I've ever heard.
It's
like
very
it's up
well
there
done.
with like Oshinoko, like that. Like what?
Yeah, it's a lot that's happening, and it's like only
goodness.
200. I think it's 200 pages, and it's like a one shot. So like,
it's a one shot.
Easy. It's a one shot. Yeah. So
interesting. So that probably wouldn't have like an anime adaptation then. That's just.
Oh,
like
it's never gonna get one. No, but it is a good read. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. No, that sounds crazy. That sounds like that was just a roller coaster of me listening to it. Like,
yeah,
I can't imagine reading it.
Yeah, it was very well done.
Okay, so now we have Courtney's Corner.
Yep.
Wait. Courtney's Corner.
There we go.
So last episode, which was our episode with our podcast guest, which if you haven't seen it, go watch it. We had our first guest of season 2.
Yes, sir.
that was a super fun episode. We had a great time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that episode, I spun on the wheel Shaman King and Konosuba. I'm gonna start with Konosuba because it's an isekai.
Yeah.
And we know how how I feel about isekai.
I feel like this one's gonna change it though. Go ahead. Oh damn, that face is not what I wanted to see. Shit.
And you know what's so funny, Jason? I wanted it to change.
Damn.
No, I will say this though, genuinely, because we just had Overlord, the last one, and I gave it like, I give it like a 5 or something.
A 5, yeah.
I 100% like this more than Overlord. Like,
okay, cool.
I do like the comedic aspect of this. I do like, that he has like a harem, I guess. Like, I don't know how to.
It's the worst harem of all time, but yes.
Yes, and it's really funny. Like, you have these characters that could be like goated, but they're just weird. There's one weird thing about them.
Yep.
And it is so entertaining. However,
damn,
it's still an isekai. Like, I was watching every episode and I was like, I enjoyed getting because I only got to meet the most, because I only watched the 3 episodes.
Okay.
I don't remember. I
got
don't know.
to Megumin then.
I did get to Megumin. She's the
okay. Did you get to the thief girl?
The one with the blonde hair, the shield, the one that can't hit anybody.
Yeah, the masochist. Yeah.
Yes.
Love her. She's great.
I would say that I would want to like meet the whole squad, I guess.
Right.
But those 3 episodes probably weren't like enough for me. Like that, like watching those 3 episodes, I'm like,
okay.
Like I get the it's but isekai to me is like so formulaic, I guess. Like I don't know. Like it's but I like the characters. Like they're all really quirky and funny. Like it is a different enough isekai like for me to not like hate it off rip. Like
right, yeah. No, it's just not like the same formula, copy and paste. It's slightly different, yeah. But it's still an isekai, yeah.
Yes, but it's still an isekai.
Did you like how he died? I told you it was gonna be funny how he died.
And I do now remember you saying that because I was like, what do you mean I'm gonna laugh at the way he dies?
Yep.
I get it now. That was funny. And you know what? Like the whole because people always talk about the trucks and the isekai and everything. But yeah, no, that was funny. I'm not gonna lie, that was really funny. But yeah, so for this being an isekai and me not being like totally like hooked and everything by this point, like I wanted it to be more
understandable.
Which is why like I've struggled between like a 6.5 and a 7 for it. Like it's like I feel like I probably give it a 7 because it actually like made me laugh like quite a bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's an isekai. Like,
come on, stop having hate for isekai. Just give it a 7. Just give it a 7 and move on.
No, I give it a 7. I will give it a 7 because
we take those.
I do want to see more of Aqua. Aqua is very funny.
She's extremely funny. Yeah.
And I do kind of want to see what's going to happen because they have to beat a demon king or something for her to go back to her world. And I would be kind of interested in that, but like I'm not interested enough. Like it's just like it's
still basic isekai kill the demon lord crap. Yeah, for you. Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
I feel like at this point, if I was gonna continue, we have to watch it together. Like you have to make me watch it or something.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
But no, I don't hate it by any means. So 7 for sure.
Good. Okay.
Because like Overlord, like I felt like so indifferent about it, but this one I at least like liked it a little bit.
Okay, we take those.
Now,
all right.
Shaman King.
Yeah.
So you did say something about there being a remake, and
there's an original and a remake.
I couldn't find the original.
Okay, that's fine.
So I was watching the one that's on Netflix. I fucks with this show heavy.
Damn!
I like the show.
Oh, damn it!
You don't want me to like it?
No, I want you to like it, but you know, like when they make a remake, like how I felt like how if you had to watch Cowboy Bebop, the live action, before you watch Cowboy Bebop, the actual thing, you would like the live action?
No, I did watch. I watched like one or two episodes of the live action before I watched the
Right.
show, and I
And
didn't like it.
oh, really? Oh, never mind then.
No, I mean, like, I see what you mean though.
Right. You're
Like
watching the remake
the
versus the original.
story, like, could be so. I get I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Now, if I had the opportunity, I would.
No,
go
I
back
get that.
and
Yeah,
watch it.
it's hard to find. You have to use you have to pirate, if you will. You have to be on the high seas to
Oh
like look.
Lord,
Yeah,
the high
so
seas is funny. That's
the
funny.
high seas indeed.
Um, but no, I did. I liked Shaman King a lot. I was hooked.
Mm.
Very very early, and I'm invested. I'm rooting for the main character. I want him to be the Shaman
Nice.
King. Like I want to know more. Like I liked I like the I guess the spirits that he like has to
Acquire,
interact
yeah.
with and everything. Like every episode has just been like really interesting, kind of learning more about their story. Him meeting his fiance,
Yeah, that's his
us meeting
fiance.
us meeting the fiance and that kind of stuff. It's just it's all like it's just been like excuse me. I've been very invested. Like I was gonna keep watching it, but I started watching something else that wasn't animated.
Gotcha.
But I like Shaman King a lot. Like
Okay.
I guess it's probably like a solid 9 for me, honestly. Like,
Really? That's
yeah,
high. All right.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I
pretty
really
good.
like Shaman King a lot.
Go
Actually,
ahead, Shaman
Jason,
King.
I started watching the dub. I had to switch it over to the sub. I actually
The
kind of
sub's
hated.
better.
I
Yeah.
hated the voice actors. I'm not gonna lie,
No, they're bad.
but I really hated the voice actor for
the kid, the
small
little
one.
dude. Yep. Yep. He drove me fucking crazy.
Because I was watching it with my dad, and then like when he like went upstairs, I was like, I'm gonna switch it over because I literally I couldn't like.
Yeah.
And that's how it is with me sometimes. Like I just can't get past the voice actor, and I just can't.
Understandable.
So I like Shaman King a lot. Like I was very
Good.
surprised. I didn't kind of go in with any expectation. I went in with a decently high expectation for Konosuba because I know how much you liked it.
I love Konosuba, yes. But Shaman King is definitely up there on the nostalgia for me. Like, I watched it growing up, so I'm glad you enjoy it, but I do wish you had watched the original one. That is all.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least I enjoy the story.
Right, no, as long as you enjoy the story, it's good. It's just going
yeah.
to be more. That's all that it would be.
Got you.
Yeah, just
Okay.
a little more detail, that's all. Yeah.
So this is like
It's like the light version.
Is this
It
like
moves
the
a little
Kai?
bit faster.
Is this like the Kai version?
I wouldn't even put it like that because Kai's ass. This one's not. This one's not ass, but it's just not. It doesn't hit that. Like, I've seen it, another story. So rewatching it in this faster kind of like sped up pace is just like, but you're missing all this content, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and now that you say that, I can see how there could have been like more in between, I guess. But okay, no, that's fine. If I ever like have the opportunity, I will definitely go back and watch the original. But I
finish this one. Yeah.
I was gonna say I will finish this one. So yeah, I am excited about that. Speaking of things that I finished, did I tell you that I finished Your Lie in April?
You did not tell me that. So
I didn't cry.
You didn't cry? Wow.
No, I almost did. I almost did. I think I was actually in an extremely good mood when I was watching it. So like I teared up, but like I didn't cry.
Nothing cascaded, right? Yeah, okay, I got you.
Because like, I loved it. 10.
Oh,
like for
10.
sure.
No, it's great. No, it's amazing.
I'm glad I went and I finished it. It is a really really solid anime, and I knew I was gonna like it. But the ending, while it was sad, but it was also kind of like, damn, that's it. Like also at the same time, it's kind of how I
leaves
felt,
you
like,
wanting.
Yeah, I kind of felt like a little slighted with the end. Like I just kind of felt like I wanted more out of the story. Like it just kind of felt like it was going do, and then it just came to a halt.
That's how death feels, though. It's over after that.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, you're absolutely correct. But yeah, that's probably like the only negative I could come up with. Like, it just kind of like it felt like
ended,
very abrupt to me.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so let's see what I'm gonna watch. This next week. All right, the wheel is up. Let's see what we get. And if it's not Ranking of Kings, I am quitting.
It's a bold statement.
It is a bold statement, but I. Evangelion.
Hey, Eva.
Hey, at least it's not an isekai.
That is true, but it is a clusterfuck.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
You know the basic of this one, right? It's mecha.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'm excited about this one. This is something that I feel like we've referenced a lot, and I've never been able to fully understand the references.
Got you. Okay.
I'm ready to actually understand the things.
All right.
Okay. All right, let's see. So this next one, if it's not Ranking of Kings, I'm going to rage quit, okay? It's just going to
dang, this is going to be the last episode, guys. Sorry about that.
It's going to be the Anime Cousin podcast with Jasen.
I can't carry this team.
No, you got it.
All right.
Well, okay, now let's see what we get.
Oh, please, God, why?
Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Yeah. Don't tell me this is an isekai, because I'm gonna lose my shit.
Technically, no, it is not an isekai, but it feels like an isekai because they're in a magical world, and he runs into this girl he thinks is beautiful, and she saves him, and then it's about kind of like him becoming strong enough for her.
Okay. All right. It's not Ranking of Kings, so I don't know, Jasen. One of these days. But you know what's really sad? I was about to call y'all chat. Y'all not chat.
Chat.
Anime Cousins fam. Jasen and I actually recorded an episode where I did spin Ranking of Kings on the wheel, but we had an issue uploading the video. So
never got to watch it.
It's never even been like close on the wheel since then. Like
nope.
It hasn't even like Ranking of Kings. I think is on the opposite side of the wheel right now.
It is, yeah.
Anyway,
dang.
So one of these days I'll watch Ranking of Kings, but no, I'm always excited to like knock out things on my watch list and just start like exploring different anime. I was looking because every time I watch something new on my wheel, I add it to my list of anime, and I think my list is up to like, is it up to 80 now?
Dang, that's impressive. Not bad.
And these are all things that I've started, so that like everything that's pretty much like enough for me to talk about the show, like
right.
And I think it's 80. I think
that's not.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to 100 at least by the end of the year. Like I feel like
you'll be there.
That's something that's doable, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, I'm excited about these. Every time I spin the wheel now, the animes are so different.
They are. These are like night and day animes. They really are.
Jesus, Evangelion and
Is It Wrong to Pick Up a Girl in the Dungeon? Yeah, those are completely different.
Anyway, but yeah, no, that is literally all we have for you guys today. Like we just had a quick little minisode for you. That's how our minisodes are going to be, a little quick, like probably 30-40 minutes. Just a little small topic, and that's it. We appreciate you guys for listening to us on our audio platforms, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that jazz. But if you are listening to us, you should totally check out the visual version of our podcast on YouTube. We have just hit 400 subscribers. Woo! Oh. Wait. I'm very happy for us. That is a huge milestone, 400 subscribers, which means now we're gonna hit 500. It's gonna be like boom, boom, like it's just gonna be super fast. So yes, if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure you samurai slice that like button. I had to say that because I have my Corey Kenshin shirt on.
Of course.
But yes, please make sure you interact with our content on TikTok as well. We're super close to 5,000 followers on TikTok. I think we're at like 49, 47 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's all we have for you this episode. Thank you guys for watching or listening to our podcast, and we will see you guys next time because we are the
Anime Cousins.
Thank you guys so much, Anime Cousins fam. Y'all have a wonderful day or evening or whatever.
Yep.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.